Dear students, today we will start Unit 3, that is Word Processor. As you all know, in earlier days, manual typewriters were used for typing a document, which was replaced by electronic typewriter. There are several limitations to using a typewriter, which are: in case of any typing error, the whole sheet is required to be typed again. To send same letter to two or more persons with different addresses requires multiple typing efforts. Typewriter does not have all the required characters or symbols. If it is not possible to type all the characters using the typewriter, it is not possible to produce a document in the desired format using a typewriter. Now, a computer is used for this purpose. Let me first of all introduce you with word processing. Word processing, data processing, communication, presentation are the most common activities performed in an office. Office productivity software is used to perform these activities effectively. Now students, let me introduce you with document. A document is a paper with written contents, and the process of preparing a document is called documentation. Documentation is required to preserve the contents for a longer period or to be used as evidence. The documents can be letters, reports, theses, manuscripts, legal documents, books. A handwritten document can have certain disadvantages like understanding the specific handwriting. With the advancement in computer hardware and software technology, the process of handwritten documentation consequently automated to computer word processing. Now, word processor, it is a computer application used for the production of printable material. In the beginning, WordStar was the most widely used word processing software. With the development of computer software technology, word processing software was introduced. In this software, the document can be navigated, edited, formatted, and printed. The modern word processors take advantage of a GUI, graphical user interface, providing some form of what you see is what you get editing. This means the special effects on text are also visible on the screen. Now students, there are some features of word processor. Let me explain all these features one by one. Create, edit, save, retrieve and print the document. Select and move the text from one place to another in the document. Copy the text to other places within the document. Move or copy a selected text from one document to any other document. Change the font size, font style of the text in the document. Formatting paragraphs as well as pages. Check spelling and grammar in the document. Create table. Modify the size of the selected rows, columns or cells. Combine one or more documents. Insert pictures or graphics within the document. Print the selected text or selected pages of the document. These were the all advantages or features of word processor. Now students, let me explain you how to start word processor. Click on the start button. Click on Microsoft Office. Select Microsoft Word. The Microsoft Word window will be displayed on the screen as shown in the figure. Now there are the various parts of the word window which I am explaining one by one. Title bar. The title bar is located on top of the word window. It shows the title of the currently open document. Menu bar. It appears below the title bar. It shows the menu items like File, Edit, View, Insert, Format, Table, Tools, Window, and Help. On selecting a menu item, its submenu will open below the menu item. You can select any item in the submenu as per the requirement. Next part is toolbars. The toolbar appears below menu bar. By default, the standard toolbar and formatting toolbar will appear. Standard toolbar contains commands in the form of icons, and formatting toolbar contains the various options for formatting a document. A graphical representation of commands is shown in the form of icons as shown in the figure. Scroll button and scroll bar. It is used to scroll the document. Status bar. This is at the bottom of the window and it displays the number of pages, words, and the language used. Zoom. It allows to change the scale of the text and pictures in the document only for view. It does not affect the physical document. It is used to check the finishing quality of the document. Minimize, maximize, and close button. These are the three buttons. These buttons are used for minimizing the window, maximizing the window, and close the window. Horizontal vertical bar and horizontal and vertical ruler. These are the two rulers which are visible on the screen. Drawing toolbar is at the bottom of the screen. It is used for drawing the pictures on the document. Now students, let me explain you how to create a new document. For creating a new document, click on Office button, select New option, select Blank document and click on Create button. The new document window will be displayed and here you can type your content as shown on the screen. Now editing the document. Dear students, first of all, let me explain you editing a document. Editing a document means making changes in the document. Word processor has various editing features. They are undo and redo. If by mistake you have made some changes and now you want to erase the last change done, then undo option is used. After undo command, again if you want to go back, then redo option is used. Moving and copying text. For that, the option cut and paste and copy and paste is used. Cut and paste is used to move a selected text from one place to another, and copy and paste is used to move a duplicate copy of selected text. Selecting text. Dear students, for editing the text, you must first select the required text. The editing can be done on the selected text. Now there are some selection tricks to speed up the selection process. They are to select a letter or letters, drag the mouse across the letters. To select a single word at a time, position the mouse pointer anywhere on that word and double click on it. To select a complete sentence or at a time, position the mouse pointer anywhere in that sentence and triple click on it. To select a complete paragraph at a time, position the mouse pointer anywhere in the paragraph and quickly click the left mouse button 4 times. To select a complete document, press Ctrl plus A on the keyboard. Now students, how to select non-consecutive text items? For that, you have to select the first piece of text, then hold down the Ctrl key and use the mouse to select the next piece of text. Now your next feature of MS Word is Find and Replace. This feature is used to search for a text and replace it with other text. Now, the steps to find text are: click the Find button in the Editing group on the Home tab. The Find dialog box will appear as shown in the figure. In the Find word box, type the text you want to search. Now click on Find Next button. Your text will be highlighted. Now how to replace the text? For that, you have to click the Replace button in the Editing group on the Home tab. The Find and Replace dialog box will appear as shown in the figure. In the Find word box, type the text you want to search. In the Replace with box, enter the new text to replace the existing text and click on Replace button. Now there is another feature of the word processing, that is how to check spelling and grammar. While word processing a document, we may commit spelling mistake. In such cases, Word has an inbuilt dictionary and a set of grammatical rules to check the spellings and grammar of the text document. If any spelling errors are detected, they are underlined by a red wavy line. If any grammatical errors are detected, they are underlined by a wavy green line. And if any contextual errors are detected, they are underlined by a wavy blue line. Students, let me first of all explain you what are contextual spelling errors. A blue wavy line under a word refers to a contextual spelling error. This error occurs when a currently spelled word is used mistakenly for another word. Now, how to check the spelling and grammar of a document? Open a Word document that needs to be checked. Click the Review tab and select the Spelling and Grammar option in the Proofing group. The Spelling and Grammar dialog box appears as shown in the figure, and the selected suggested correction is highlighted. Select the suggested corrections and click Change button. Click OK. Now, your next topic is thesaurus. Now, first of all, let me explain you what is thesaurus. A thesaurus is a built-in dictionary that enables you to look up synonyms and alternative spellings. This feature increases your writing abilities and vocabulary and helps you to better understand the text. Now students, let me first of all explain you what is the difference between dictionary and thesaurus. A dictionary contains definitions and pronunciations, whereas thesaurus will have words with similar meanings or opposite meanings. Now, how to check the synonym and antonym of a word? For that, you have to select the word whose synonym and antonym you want to search. Then on the Review tab, select the thesaurus command in the Proofing group. The Research task pane appears in the right side of the window, displaying the synonyms and antonyms of the selected words. Then move the mouse pointer to the suitable word. Click the drop down arrow that appears next to the word and select the insert option. Now next topic is formatting text. Let me first of all explain you formatting text. Formatting text refers to the formatting of paragraphs and characters. To do the formatting, first select the text and then apply the required text formatting features. Some of the common text formatting features generally used are change font size, change font style, change font type, change font color. Change text case. Now, what do you mean by change case? Word processor helps you to change the text case to capital letters or small letters. You can also capitalize each word in the sentence and capitalize the starting word of the sentence using change case. Click on the drop down arrow of the change case icon. Now the following options will be displayed, which is on the screen. These options are sentence case, lowercase, uppercase, capital H keyword, toggle case. Now on selecting the sentence case option from the drop down list, the first character in the first word of the selected sentence will be converted to capital letters. On selecting the lowercase option from the drop down list, the selected text will be converted to small letters. On selecting the uppercase option from the drop down list, the selected text will be converted to capital letters. On selecting the capitalize each word from the drop down list, the first character in all the words of the selected sentence will be converted to capital letters. Toggle case. On selecting this option from the drop down list, the small letters in the selected text will be converted into capital letters and capital letters will be converted into the small letters. Subscript. On selecting the text, you need to click the subscript icon in the font group to make the selected text lower than the normal text position. Superscript. After selecting the text, you need to click the superscript icon in the font group to make the selected text higher than the normal text position. Now the next topic is paragraph style. Dear students, what is a paragraph? A paragraph in a document can have several sentences, a single sentence or a single word. Every paragraph in a Word document has a paragraph style. You can change the paragraph style by clicking on the Styles group under Home tab and selecting the style. Indenting paragraphs. Now first of all, let me introduce you with indent. The distance between the text boundaries and the page margins is called indent. There are two types of indents, left indent and right indent. Left indent. A positive value will leave the corresponding space from the left margin, and with right indent, a positive value will leave the corresponding space from the right margin as shown in the figure. Aligning paragraphs. Now, what do you mean by aligning paragraphs? It refers to the positioning of text between the margins of a page. There are two categories of text alignment. They are horizontal text alignment and vertical text alignment. Horizontal text alignment aligns the text with respect to left and right margins. There are four types of horizontal text alignments. They are align text right, align text left, center, justify. Now with align text left is the default alignment of text in a document. The text is aligned along the left margin as shown in the first line of the picture. Align text right. The text is aligned along the right margin while leaving a little space towards the left margin as shown in the third line of the figure. Center. The text is aligned centrally between the left and the right margin as shown in second line in the figure. Justify. The text is aligned evenly between the left and the right margin as shown in the fourth and fifth line of the figure. Vertical text alignment. It aligns text with respect to top and bottom margins of a page. Now students, there are various page formatting features in MS Word. Now first of all, let me explain you the page styles. Page style defines the basic layout of all pages in the document. It includes page size, margins, header and footer, border and background, tables. Now how to insert a page break and in which situations you are going to insert the page break. Let me explain it. In certain cases, we may require to break the current page and move the next heading or next chapter to the new page in the same document. In such cases, we have to break the page forcefully and take the cursor to the next page to insert the new heading. This is called as a page break. To break the current page and start the new page, select Insert Page Break from the Pages group. Now next feature is creating header. Let me first introduce you with headers. Headers are text or images which appear at the top of every page. Now how to insert header in a document? I am explaining it. First of all, open a new document in word processor. Then click on the Insert tab on the ribbon. Then click on the option Header in the Header and Footer group. A drop-down list appears which lists predefined header options as shown in the figure 1. Insert any of the predefined options from the list and insert header at any position within the header area. Now how to create footer in your document? The steps are: footers are text or images which appear at the bottom of every page. To insert footer, open a new document in word processor. Click on the Insert tab on the ribbon. Click on the option Footer in the Header and Footer group. A drop-down list appears which lists collection of predefined footer options as shown in the figure. Select any option and insert footer in the footer area. Students, you can also insert page number in your document. The steps for that is: click on Insert tab on the ribbon. Click Page Number drop-down arrow from Header and Footer group. Select the option where you want the page number. The page number will be included in your document. Now, defining borders and backgrounds. Assigning borders and backgrounds to important paragraphs, frames, and pages give attractive look to the document. Now students, how to apply border to your paragraph? For that, position the cursor in the paragraph where the border has to be applied. Go to Home tab on the ribbon. Click on the drop down arrow to the border tool in the paragraph group. Choose the border and shading. Border and shading dialog box appears as shown in the figure. Select Border tab. Now select the box option from the shading area and click on OK. The border will be applied to your selected paragraph. Now how to insert shading? For that, select the text on which the shading has to be applied. Go to Home tab on the ribbon. Click on the drop down arrow next to the border tool in the paragraph group. Choose Border and Shading. The Border and Shading dialog box appears. Now select the Shading tab. Click on Fill and Pattern section for the shading. Now select any fill color or pattern that you want to apply and click on OK. The shading will be applied to your selected text. Now how to insert images, shapes and special characters in a document. First of all, let me introduce you with shapes and symbols and special characters. Shapes is a drawing feature that helps us to draw different shapes like stars, banners, callouts. With the help of shapes, we can give a strong impact to our message. Symbols and special characters are punctuation, spacing or typographical characters which are generally not available on the keyboard. They can be inserted from the symbol dialog box. Now how to work with shapes? For that, open a new document in Word. Click on the Insert tab on the ribbon. Click on the option Shapes in the Illustrations group. Click the Shapes option. A drop-down list with predefined shapes appears. Now select the shape from the list of shapes available and drag the shape by dragging the mouse with the left button clicked. Now to work with symbols and special characters, for that again open a new document in word processor. Click on Insert tab on the ribbon. Click on the position option symbol in the symbols group. A drop-down list appears. Select a symbol from the list and double-click on to insert the symbol into the document. If you would like to view more symbols and special characters for inserting into a document, click on the More Symbols option in the Symbols drop-down list. Now, how to divide the document into columns? Dear students, you may have seen some documents where its pages is divided into 2 or 3 columns. It is used in magazines and newspapers. It is possible to arrange the regular text into columns before or after adding the text. To divide the page into columns, select Page Layout tab on the ribbon. Select Columns option from Page Setup group. Choose More Columns option. A column dialog box appears. Enter the number of columns in the Number of Columns box and click on OK. Your page will be divided into the columns. Now, how to create and manage tables? For that, open a new document in Word. Click on the Insert tab on the ribbon. Click on the Drop-down arrow next to the border tool in the paragraph group. Choose Border and Shading. The Border and Shading dialog box appears. Now select the shape from the list of shapes available and drag the shape by dragging the mouse with the left button clicked. A table is an organized arrangement of text in the form of rows and columns. The intersection of a column and a row is called a cell. A table is very efficient and useful way of organizing and presenting a large amount of data and information. MS Word provides a variety of ways to create a table. They are using table grid option, using insert table option, using draw table option. Now, how to print a document? First is print preview. Print preview option is used to preview a document before sending it to print. Hard copy. A printed output of a document is called a hard copy, and the output which is displayed on the monitor is called a soft copy. Now, the most important feature of word processor is mail merge. Now, students, what is mail merge? Mail merge is a very important feature of word processor. It is used to create a series of same documents with multiple addresses. Mail merge is the process of merging the main document, that is letter, with the mailing addresses of various persons. The main document is merged with the mailing addresses. It is used to send invitations, letters, or to print certificates for several people. For example, if your class teacher wants to send a letter to your parents regarding any meeting or function, obviously the matter of the letter will be the same, but the addresses will be different for different parents. In mail merge, two documents are created. First is main document. The common content of the letter is stored in the main document, and second is data source. A data source is a set of mailing addresses in the form of a rows and columns, generally called database. The content of the database is in the form of data records. Each row is a record of each person, which contains the various fields such as name, address, PIN code. Now, how to create a mail merge? For that, click on the mailing tab on the ribbon. Select Start Mail Merge from Start Mail Merge Group. Now select letter option and type your letter as shown on the screen. Now click Recipients drop down arrow from Start Mail Merge Group. Select Type New List. New address list dialog box appears as shown in the figure. Now type recipient's information in the table. To add more entries, click New Entry button and click OK button. Now after that, save your address list. Save address list dialog box appears. Give the name of your address list in the file name box and click Save button. Now click on Edit Recipient List. List of recipients that will be used in your merge will be displayed in Mail Merge Recipients dialog box and click on OK. Now click on Insert Merge Field drop down arrow in right and Insert Field group and click Mail Merge field which you want to insert. Now click on Finish and Merge drop down arrow in the Finish group and select Edit Individual Document. Merge to New Document dialog box will appear as shown in the figure, in which all radio button is selected. Click OK button. After clicking OK button, your final letter will be displayed on the screen as shown in the figure.